Yeah, man. See, this is why I can't have a daughter or a son because I might have to kill somebody.
This is not an interview. There is no format. This is simply a conversation about life.
Like, I'm an ambitious person, right? I'm ambitious. I have no discipline. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm horrible with discipline.
Okay.
And I'm pretty. I talked to someone else about this, and I'm starting to see this reoccurring. Like, this is the missing thing for me. Like, I've gotten pretty far off of raw talent and things that I've done in the past, like keep me afloat.
Right.
But I feel like if I had more discipline, I'd have been much further in life.
Yeah. Consistency and discipline is the key.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Yeah. So you would you rank discipline higher than talent?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's no comparison.
Yeah, I think yeah, because
When
it's
you combine them, then it's great.
yeah. Because I think sometimes people wonder why they see people that are less talented be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting. I don't do this, but it's interesting because people usually, if someone is less talented but successful, they will automatically attribute the success to something other than discipline. Like, they must have slept with this person, or they
Also, that's also sometimes needed, unfortunately.
sleeping with someone is needed sometimes.
I mean, I've never done it, but I've been told many times that,
Listen, you trying to
if you want to dance, okay, well, then I won't dance.
Yeah. Interesting. So
Sometimes there's a moment when the talent is not counting.
But do you think the what?
The work and the talent sometimes is not enough.
It's interesting though, because I think say that again.
And it's sad that
Yeah.
comes to that sometimes, to get the role or get the part that you work on.
But it's got to be less of that now. It would seem like it would be less of this now because there's so many ways to create your own opportunities.
Right.
Like I feel like there's a lot less gatekeeping, where like no one can stop you from making a movie. You don't need to go to Hollywood or wherever else. Like, you can make a movie and do and
be your own producer.
Yeah. And even with music, like, no one needs a record label anymore, because there's avenues that you can take where you can do it all on your own, and you could say, well, this is the record label has this, they have this PR team, they have this marketing, and you can actually just hire these people yourself. The same people that they hire, you can hire them, right?
You can.
So in a way, I mean, maybe it is the seemingly faster way to, like, maybe you could sleep your way into a situation. But if you chose not to do it, you could still find a way to be successful.
Yeah, I mean, for example, with me with dance, like, you can dance and you can make yourself super famous on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, posting amazing dance videos. But let's say you can stay and dance in a ballet company and be stuck with a director which will not allow you to have the first role because you didn't sleep with him. So after, it depends where you want to dance and how you want to dance and what.
I feel what I feel like you would do is just like, I'm gonna start my own ballet company. That's
what I did. I stopped ballet for this reason.
Oh, see?
Yeah, because I was fed up with this type of conversation, and I had talent and I had everything, and then you get this type of conversation in an office because you want the role, and you're like, oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, man. See, this is why I can't have a daughter or a son, because I might have to kill somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's tough. It's tough. But you still can be, because I mean, the thing is I think for some people, something like that could happen and then they would just give up on their whole dreams altogether.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to stop that way. It doesn't have to stop there. Like, you can still. You know.
Yeah, then so I started freelancing and do my own things.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I remember I used to briefly date this girl, and she had fallen behind, and it seemed like she wasn't going to graduate in time, right? Like, she had to make up some classes and take some tests or whatever. And then she just made this offhanded remark. She was just like, man, I wish I knew who I could just sleep with so that this could be over, you know?
That's pathetic.
Yeah, and I was just like, and I can't really say for sure that she was completely joking. You know what I mean? I can't say for sure. And so, I mean, obviously there are people who are willing to do, actually, you know what?
There are a lot of people willing.
Yeah. And there's been times where, and I wasn't even any big time person or whatever, but I've definitely had situations where I would go to work with a singer or something, and it kind of almost seemed like this was like a foregone conclusion that something was going to happen between us, or like, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, no. But it's
wrong expectation.
Yeah. So it's I don't know, man. It's a tough. The whole thing is tough, but I do appreciate where technology has gotten us, and the reaches that we can, the things that we can do without having to deal with this stuff.
Right.
I'm happy because I know a lot of people don't like social media and all of this different kind of stuff, but it has actually like opened up so many opportunities for people where they don't have to deal with that other nonsense that like of people trying to get them to do things that they don't want to do in order to be able to make something happen. So I'm happy for you that you made it past all of this and you got to the point where you are. I'm sure you still deal with it a little bit, because I can only imagine like you have, in some of these cases you are nude when you're taking the shots and everything, and
I am like 95% of the time. Yes.
Yeah, so it's all an intimate setting, and so I'm sure it's always, blurry, you know, not always, but I'm sure it can be like,
No, I never had a bad experience in photo shoots.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, that's good. Well, but you know what? Maybe it's because you have a vibe. Like maybe you have a.
Yeah, I'm coming with a professional attitude to it, you know. So I expect a professional attitude from the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nice.